Just no good. Till we forget that it's a lie. What was his name? Littlefinger? What the fuck dude's name was? That nigga was off the hook. Boy, he started the whole shit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, man. We back part 2, man. We back off our little break. We right back at it again, man. We're gonna go through the teams. We left off talking about the Las Vegas Raiders. That division is a little thick over there, man. I like the division as a whole, but I think everybody over there got some issues and got some great shit going. Just team-wise, before we continue talking about the Raiders, just team-wise, man, between the Chargers, the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chiefs, you know, as soon as the league starts and we start playing games, who do you think has the team, not the coach, the team right now that should win the division? Because see, what happens is most people go right with the Chiefs right away because that's everybody's online team to play with right away. But they're not the best team. They have some things, but they're not like overall as a whole team like a top 5 team in the league, top tier. You know what I mean? So I'll ask you, in that division, just as is, and you look at the Raiders offense and the Raiders defense, you look at the same thing with the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Chargers offense and defense. Who do you guys think has the better team right now to start with?
I say the Chargers.
You say the Chargers as a team?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I like all 4 of them, bro. But the Broncos got something going on over there too, offensively and defensively. I think they all got some things you can look at when you join your team and you look at your roster. I can work with this, I can work with that, I can work with this, I can work with that, and it's that oh yeah, I gotta get this, I gotta get that, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. So obviously we all coming into the league with, you know, playing with the team we selected, not our team. And it's a difference. You know, it's a difference between what guys' teams look like when they build it in their image and what guys' teams look like when they just pick the team they want to play with and they got to play with that team until they get to, you know, move around and do some things.
Well, I think the issue is going to be, I think that the Chiefs and the Chargers are the only 2 coaches that will generally be okay with their rosters as is, and they may try to go for the division early.
Right.
When it comes to the Broncos, I don't know if the Broncos is going to turn the roster over, tweak the roster a little bit, or turn the roster over. He may only like a part of his team, and he may turn the rest of it over. I'm not sure what he's going to do. I hate making this choice as is without knowing the coach's intentions, but I would have to say, based off the past, the Broncos, Jimbo normally turns his roster over at least a little bit. He always tweaks his roster versus just hitting the ground running with whatever he has.
Well, see, me, I know this. You got cocky coaches and you got realistic coaches and you got, I don't give a fuck, I'm playing. I just enjoy playing in the Junkies League coaches, right? So those three coaches they all do different things. You got football coaches that see themselves as coaches. That legitimately they coach. They do some things in real life that's still connected to football outside of playing this game. Then you got those that I consider cocky. Oh my God! Let's see if I can get this boy on, man. Hold on for a second. Yeah, so you got cocky coaches who think they can do it no matter what. The likes of King Falk. And quiet as kept, in my opinion, I think Jimbo's a cocky coach. But I also know he's a great football coach minded, and he's going to play this game on some real football shit. But I think he feel like he get to get it done no matter what, right? Because I think he come from that where they just play, you know what I mean? Like this is not their twist all the time. Like my type of style of league where we get busy, and I don't like EA. I think the game is entertainment ants. That's what EA stand for. Entertain you ants way. That's what that stands for. Entertain y'all ants way. EA. That's what it stands for. Because if they just let me go make their game, bro, man, you don't hear no complaints from nobody. Guaranteed. Like, oh my God, where we get this shit from? Just let me fuck with franchise mode. Don't let that nerd that's building their scout in and all that. I think that's what we entertained about. Build the game. Come get me. I do that shit for I do it for $100,000. One time offer, just let me build that bitch every year for $100,000. That's it. I don't need no more than 100. Get that thing shipping. All right, but yeah, I don't think Derek Carr is a quarterback anybody wants to move forward with. Period. So I think that's a hole there. And then you're right, they dealing with an aging group of offensive players, except for the running back position and the wide receiver position. They kind of young there. Outside of Willie Snead, all these guys, like, I like Zay Jones, bro, as a Madden player. I think he can get it done. But I think he's gonna have his hand in the cookie jar, his hand in the GM jar. He's gonna have to get his GM on for sure, especially after he sent me that 4th round pick. Yeah. But he do got the tight end. He is 28 years old. He got a nice little run with him. My question would you trade Darren Waller right away? That's your capital to better grab some things. Or right away, right? That's how I would trade him right away too. He got to go.
Cause as soon as he hit 29, somebody already gonna have something to say because he's 28. But don't let him be 29. Oh, hold on, man.
Don't let him get to 30 years old and they not playing at a high level. They will lose their ability in a heartbeat. Them 30-year-olds running around here on Superstar X Factors, if they not playing up to a Superstar X Factor level, good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. So ain't no hoarding players and all that. That shit's over with. They better be playing at a high level when they 30. If not, they out of here. You heard? All right. So let's look at the Los Angeles Rams. Now, they went and got 33-year-old Matthew Stafford. What do you do with that?
Uh, offer him up to somebody who may be trying to make a run. I mean, because this team already starts out, lacking draft capital.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm looking to, this team, I may have to put everybody on the block, except Aaron Donald, maybe even everybody. I mean, everybody. If you're thinking long term.
I don't see this coach seeing that. I see this coach going to play with his fucking players. I see a lot of people going to be in this coach's DM, trying to get these players right. James Ramsey, niggas going to be trying to tear him up for Ramsey. Somebody co-hosting right now already be the first one in his DM. Yo, what's up, Ramsey? Aaron Donald, I can see niggas tearing him up for Aaron Donald. They gonna be trying to tear his ass up for Aaron Donald. And then what? I guess Tutu Atwell.
Tutu, like I said, somebody might hit him up for Stafford. Somebody who feel like they're a quarterback away, and they know that they can probably get him cheap. Because if I'm this owner, I'm thinking like I may try year one with Bryce Perkins and see what I get out of him. You got 88 speed, 88 acceleration.
Gotta better build him though. That's the one thing you gotta do. You gotta better build that kid. They got good receivers though. They got aging Robert Woods. They got Cooper Kupp that the game love. They keep superstarring him up all crazy. And then you got Deshaun Jackson at 34 with 95 speed, 93 excel. Then you have little Tutu out here, Tutu Atwell. You know what I know? You know what the problem is? I know why these guys are getting 1 week injuries. I know what the problem is. Let me go fix that real fast. They ain't in the league yet, and practices is happening, and these people getting injured.
Like outside of Tutu, I mean, I'm moving any of these wide receivers. I'm trying to see if I can get 3rd, 4th round picks for any of them. Because they 28, 29, 34.
What the fuck did I just do? Searching for my opponent and shit. I'm tripping. Yeah, now I don't think I think some coaches need to just keep their team, go through a season with it, start with the draft, and then go from there. I don't think everybody had that cape like. And that's gonna be the crazy thing, because trades is gonna be nuts. I'm gonna keep saying this, you gotta recondition your mind. It's not gonna be what you think it's gonna be. So like, you almost gotta be forced to play with some of these players, because you're just not gonna get the capital for them at all. So I don't think like guys, because when you got guys that, how do I say this? When you got guys, and there's no disrespect, some guys got some of these teams where they haven't been known for winning. They're not on the upper echelon of guys that can win games. They might gonna struggle. They might gonna lose a lot of games. They have to. You would think they would want to blow it up and start over, but I don't think that's the route to go. I think when you keep a team like the Rams together as is, you can steal a win or two early. At the same time, that's not worth really just stealing a game, right? Like, it's not worth it just because you stole a game or two because you got this type of. I don't know. It's a hard situation. So to me, Guns, this is a hard slippery slope right now.
It ain't hard for me.
Well, not you. You want to trade the fuck out of your motherfucking team all day or every day. So
if I'm looking at Drew, I'm looking at Falk. The one thing that you can't do is take a roster that's already average and then get left behind because you didn't do anything at a fast enough rate. You're already behind. So I'm not saying like I got the Rams, I'm immediately trading Jalen Ramsey, because if I had the Rams, no, I'm not trading Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, nah, for a fact, I don't give a fuck who it is. They not trading him. He ain't trading no Jalen Ramsey.
I can't say who, because there's certain GMs.
Nah, it is, because I got him last motherfucking Game of Thrones and shit. I got Ramsey. I just don't see it, bro. Like, you gotta, like, I mean, Aaron Donald's 30 years old. He's going to play at a high level till about 35. You got Jalen
Right.
at only 26. Like you got to kind of still like.
So
It's
these
weird.
guys, I may not even address the draft. I may start looking at player for player. If you got, if you with the right type of owner, and they say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna send you, you know, three good guys for this guy, or three, four good, player, whatever. And next thing you know,
Yeah,
you
but then you
can
stuck in
really
a
address.
situation where it's like, the commissioner said, nope, fuck no. Like I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on some bullshit. I'm making niggas play at their team. Trying to tell you, you're not gonna be able to just get that shit off because you gotta look at it like this. Let's go with your analogy. You want to get rid of Aaron
hmm
Donald. What can you
hmm
get for him? What you gonna get for him?
Like I said, it just depends on who come calling. You got guys who know how to put the right deals together. Like I'll use you for an example. In the past, just you would know how to put a player package together for an Aaron Donald that would work.
Well, you do too, though. So you know what I mean. But like, not everybody do. And what's gonna happen is,
Well,
go ahead.
the first thing to help them out is do what we do, check the trade and see if it lights up green. Because if you're not even looking at that, you already know it's gonna be a fast no from the commissioner. So start with the right type of talent to even make Madden acknowledge this is a good trade. Then after that, of course, commissioners, they're going to break the trade down, but you may be able to find the right player combination. If you're trying to rebuild a franchise, or take their players and
And
go
get a
after,
three-player trade for Aaron Donald, or a
yeah,
3 or 4 player trade for a Ramsey, because that's what Ramsey gonna cost you, especially a Ramsey.
or go after
Aaron
Deshaun
Donald got to
Watson.
go to a team that's ready to win now. Aaron can't go to
That's
another
true.
team, like, you know what I'm saying. All that's going to play
Yeah,
a factor in what
very
happens.
true.
Like you're not gonna be dumping off these old motherfuckers to somebody that's gonna continue to just lose and not better. You going, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they gotta go to the right teams too, man. Like a lot of shit gonna be. Y'all want real football? Here it come. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas that be bitching and
It's gonna
complaining,
be
here it
different.
come.
You gotta be creative. You gotta be realistic, and just understand. Okay, I'm not getting it all for draft picks like I did in the past, upper echelon draft picks, but I can still be creative in the way that I move. You just, like you said, you gotta just recondition your mind, and once you get a pulse of what your committee is looking for, you'll know how to trade. But start off with the basic. Did Madden light up green for your offer? If you start there, your chances are better of getting a trade off.
You're gonna have to be a real GM this time around, man. Everybody gonna get in the league, and then motherfuckers gonna be tearing everybody DMs up for this player, that player, this player, that player, this player, that player. I'm in control of that shit this year. It ain't just gonna be no send it to Gun, send it to Antonio, and then they get bombarded with that shit. They gonna come up, they gonna do their thing. That's what they do, and then they gonna send it to me. Ain't no 6 motherfuckers looking at it and 5 people voting because they just see everybody else saying yes. None of that. That's not going down. I'm gonna be all over that shit. Gun's gonna be all over that shit. Antonio gonna be all over that shit. And we ain't just looking for that's a good trade. Nah, it gotta make sense. Make it make sense. And contracts matter. If a motherfucker is up for a contract, you ain't raping somebody for him and they gotta pay that man 100 million. Nothing's doing. It ain't gonna happen either.
hmm
It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be so much. Not sure if you're aware, but they have a Madden trade calculator in Daddy's League. Nah, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
we're aware.
I
We
knew
were
I was gonna
aware.
say Guns know that. I didn't know that. I can care less
Yeah,
about
we're
Daddy's
aware.
League at all.
We use that. Well, I referred to it a lot last year,
Last year, yeah, yeah.
last disc,
Well, but see, you in
because
control of that shit, so I expect you to do like that's what you do. You're gonna do your homework. You're gonna do everything you need to do to make things go the way it's supposed to go. Um, Another thing, don't let me discourage y'all about trading. It's just not gonna be as loose as it has been over this. Like, well, here's why, man. A lot of it has to do with me. I don't want to be selfish, but like I'm a person that always trade. I love to trade and I love draft picks, right? And I'm handicapping myself in those moments, right? That's why I'm bitching about those teams that owe me draft picks. I already know what the handicap grade be. I know it's coming down high. But like as I play the game, I challenge myself, right? And I know it was one of the last drafts, but the last real draft I had, I didn't move. I stayed at the back of the draft and all that stuff, and I was like, wow, I still succeeded. Oh my God, I still had a great draft. Now, granted, it was one of the last drafts, so everybody that came out the draft was fucking loaded, good, already ready to go. But it made me think. It's always a challenge, you know. It's always, oh, they don't, you know what I mean? You always got a top 10 pick. You always got a top 5 pick. So it make me think more now. Like, all right, well, what's the next narrative I gotta be? Because guys spin narratives a lot, bro. You only winning because of this. You only winning because of that. You only winning because of... So I got pride, and my pride is if you say something, I'm almost like... It's almost like the Lamar factor. Like, they say he can't do something, he got to go out and prove it. Like, all the time. No matter what he do, they always got something from the prove. I'm the same way in competition. I'm always trying to prove something. So a lot of me just know that, you know, two things. I know this disc... Those players like a D-Hop is important for your team. Like, they play. They are the better players. Like, you know, these guys that we used to just dumping off because we don't want them because we know we ready to go through the draft and tear shit up. It ain't going to be the same draft class. Like, it's not going to be the same draft class where, you know, you seen 797 speed guys come out, or 96, 95, 194. It ain't that. I'm trying to tell you it ain't that. Your best receiver might be an 88 speed. You feel me? Like, so understand the matchups and who you got on your team. Some of these players are just better than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling you nobody not to move. Try to move how you want to move, but just know it ain't gonna be no nonsense moving. Ain't gonna be no raping, no nothing. None of that's going down, like, at all. What I'm saying is, it's not gonna be and it's the committee's fault. It's not going to be with 7 niggas in the chat, or the committee chat, and every day somebody like Guns and Antonio putting the trade in, and one person say yes to it, so the whole chat say yes to it. Like, we're not doing that no more. That shit over with.
Hold on.
We're going to really look into these things and really look at, is the trade making sense? Does this make sense? All right, this is a good trade. Both teams seem like they getting what they want, and there's a win there. Go ahead, as a go.
I want everybody to understand one thing. Some of y'all in the past have said it in a slick way, but the committee took it. We take everything under consideration. We take stuff to Ant, and we understand that some people believe that some people stay on top because they make these trades, you know, they stay in the top 10, they do this and they do that. So it's not just because you complain. We take your complaints, we take the emotion out of it, and we put it right in front of ourselves, and just so you can see, GMing is GMing. But some of y'all don't see that. So we you know, our Ant has put a formula out there where nobody's going to be stockpiling picks. We're eliminating the excuses, because, you know, when we made some of those complaints, it was an excuse because, you know, there's just certain guys you can't get past anyway. I'm just getting a little bit more in depth into it, and on top of that, some trades that the committee, you know, let go through, it was on some, you put a trade in, y'all know we got 24 hours to get back to you, but you try to get it pushed in 2 hours, so it didn't get the eyes on it that it needed to have, and we're eliminating that also.
Or it's like, yo, we gotta let this trade go because, you know, they bitching about it, think we get whatever trades we want, so we gotta let this go. We're done with all that shit. We're done with the pacifying.
Right.
And like, again, like you said, we hear the little, yeah.
Do not hit me 2 hours after you done sent a trade up and ask me how your trade is going. Ask me the following day.
Nah, just start denying them shits, bro. It's no big deal. You got 24 hours to approve a trade, bro. And if a guy can't wait, 24 hours. The moment they start blowing you up and hitting you for, yo, what's up my trade? What's up my trade? Tell them it's denied and send it back to them. Simple as that, bro. We ain't got time for that shit because that shit
So this approach every trade. This is what we trying to help y'all get trades through. So approach every trade as if it's going to take 24 hours to make it. So if it's a trade that you need to do and you need it less than 24 hours, just deny it yourself in your mind. Don't even send it up.
That because way it's not going to come back that it's going to take 24. You just giving us 24. Right. Don't bug us. Bottom line, don't bug us. Like, we ain't superheroes either, bro. I do a lot of work, and the guys that I got helping me do a lot of work all throughout the whole season for y'all to have fun in this league. And it's our job to do it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, but like we still humans, bro. Like you know, my phone always open, but you seen it. You on headset with me all the time. You see the type of shit that come through, calling me, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I ain't seen you all season. Played 2 or 3 games. Where you at? Now all of a sudden I gotta fucking get this trade approved in 4 seconds for you. Like, nah, we ain't doing all that. And we also gonna take our time to make sure things is right too, man, because a lot of stuff coming to it.
We're not out here trying to deny trades. We're trying to put it in a situation to where they can be approved. They got a better chance of being approved, better chance of both persons walking away with a fair deal. You know, so sometimes people make a move because they got to play fault. Oh my God, I'm gonna go out and let me get this guy. I'm gonna spend all this capital to get this one guy to run out there and, you know, play a fault, and over the long run it hurts you. Now we'll be able to look at it and be like, hey, wait a minute. You know, we just trying to find ways to make the league more fair, and we're gonna think things through. We're going to protect all the owners. We're going to protect your team like we'll protect ours. We ain't trying to deny trades. We're just trying to find.
All right, then there's a point prover too. I'm just better at building than the fucking rest of y'all. Simple as that. I'm tired of having to keep fucking doing shit. Nah, for real, bro. That's what it come down to. Motherfuckers get mad. Look at this team. Look at this and that. It don't matter. So we handicapping some of this shit in the draft just to show y'all it don't fucking matter. You not build. You not build. Simple as that. So I heard all the noise in 21. All that noise I heard, I'm addressing it in 22. Simple as that. And I do it every disc. I address the noise. If all the players are off, everybody fast, linebackers flying, not no more. You about to all right. Motherfucking that dog linebacker got 81 speed. Don't be mad at me. Like, damn, what happened to the? I thought you was no. Hey, here we go.
But they should have known that. How many times have we been in the draft and then you heard somebody say, oh, y'all just going to leave him out there?
Leave him out there? Leave him right out there. Okay. So, you know, how many times I done gave hints and keys to what to go get, and niggas still be like, receiver, running back, 3rd round, 1st round, receiver,
I'm
next draft, 1st round, receiver. All right, I got my 2 receivers right now. I'll wait till the 5th to get the 3rd one. Motherfucking, I already got 8 on my team. 4th round corner, 5th round corner, 6th round corner. Like, god damn, the fuck? Oh shit.
And they turn around, how your team get like that? It's because you took 5 corners.
Right, and you leaving all these other motherfuckers out there like I ain't Understand it. All right, so abilities will be open. We are not going to have a commissioner in charge of abilities all year long. They will be open, and this is what's going to happen with abilities. Abilities will be open in both leagues. Ability will be open, right? You will have till preseason all the way up to the end of week 2, regular season, to do ability changes. Once it's locked for everyone. We don't care about your rookie unlocking. We don't care about your breakout message. None of that shit. Whatever they get, they stuck with until preseason next year. Simple as that. So whatever they unlock to, that's what they are until we unlock it again in preseason of next year or the following season. So you get a rookie that unlocked to something you might don't like. Oh well, you're dealing with it. We're not doing all that. You're not bombarding Mike no more. We're not leaving it up to Mike. Then then y'all start thinking we biased to shit. Nah, this person get none of that. That shit locked. after week 2. So you got up to week 3 pretty much every season from preseason to week 3 um, to do ability changes. And then once it locks, it's locked. Nobody's if your guys unlock, it is what it is. Y'all also have to know this. There are certain things where rookies can come unlocked or get unlocked too. So don't, y'all see that type of shit. Please don't start bitching thinking somebody did something. It's part of the coaching tree. If you got the right shit on your coach, you can get some shit where rookies unlock as soon as the draft is over. So. Nah, it's all right. Again, preseason to the beginning of week 3. Simple as that. You got 4. Yeah, you tripping. You got 4. You got all preseason to change your player and what they are. And I even thank Hitter for this because I was great go worse. Once you put something on a player, they gotta stay with that shit. Like you got these guys. One week they're fucking red zone guy, next week they're fucking route technician, and we're not putting nothing on what you put your players on. Like if you want fucking 4 route if you even get that many superstar receivers, you want them all on route technician, that's on you. We don't care. What's happening is you're not gonna unlock nothing else once we lock the shit. Once it's locked, your player gonna stay on that until preseason of next year. So you'll have abilities available to y'all as soon as y'all get in the league. They are available to y'all. They will lock at week 3, the beginning of week 3, and they won't be unlocked until we get back to the off season again. That was one of the major things. A lot of guys always like, yo, what's up with abilities? Y'all gonna leave that shit open or something like this and that? So yeah, we are gonna leave it open, and we're not gonna put no restrictions on what you get. So far in the game, outside of obviously the tank and freight train together is still OP. You can especially with the falling four right now. Inside stuff is still pretty solid, still OP a little bit where it's not crazy, but it's good. But all the other stuff really you don't really see it being super OP. Like I haven't really seen the OP where it matters if you got 2 receivers on route tech that don't matter. At all, or you got 2 corners on one step ahead or whatever. That shit really ain't super OP like it was in 21. Don't get it fucked up. Abilities mean a lot, but it's not OP. So we're not going to restrict what you could put on a player. We might just do it with freight train and tank on your running backs. That might come until I'm gonna talk to everybody together as a rule committee before I decide that's what's gonna happen. And inside stuff, like we might do those 2 and leave everything else as is. So like if you had 2 superstar running backs, only one of them can get the freight train, tank and all that shit. And the way I wanted it was if they don't have high trucking and all that shit, they can't get it. They just a small ass elusive back and you just throw it on them because you want to throw it on them. We wanted to stop that, but they stopped me from doing that. I was told leave that alone, don't do all that, just open it, let them have what they want, close it, they get what they get, open it, they can have what they want. So I'm gonna leave it alone at that until y'all to the league show me otherwise, that I need to change that thought process up. So abilities are unlocked off season till the beginning of week 3, and then they're locked. And there's no opening nobody. Like you can't hit a commissioner and be like, yo, my guy just got a breakout message. Can you change his shit to this and that? That shit, nope. Just whatever he unlocked to is what he is until the following season. So the following off season. Yeah, so that's that. Alright, so when you get a guy like Bo that takes the Rams, right? An up and coming guy that's learning how to play in our league. Really hasn't been super successful and with wins and losses, but he's going to play his games and he's going to get better. He's one. A lot of guys just got to get used to playing in our league and playing amongst the people in our league.
I think that now one thing that that Bo has going for him, he was big on the run game, so he's actually starting off with a really good running back in Cam Akers.
Yeah, and he played cover 4 all game
And
long, which we let him do, but he got to get out of that shit. Play calling stuff is locked. All that shit is gonna be so it's gonna be I think I got it on 6 and 6. Play calling cool down 6. Call or play 6 times. Total in the game, so they'll be back to 6 and 6. As of right now, I don't feel as though we have anybody in the league that'll force us to move it up higher and all that shit. So we're gonna stay at 6 and 6 at right now. XP's 125 for skilled players, 175 for interior linemen, offensively and defensively. So those are the things that, like, slow the process down. So season 4, 5, 6, you ain't seeing all 99 rosters and shit like that. That along with what I do in the draft. But again, when you're talking about Bo with the running back, Akers, I like Akers. Do you think do you think anybody else look at Akers though? Like, yeah, I can work with this. I like him. 82 overall, 90 speed, 94 excel. He can get it going for you.
Hey, I like him a lot. I think he's he's a running back that you can build around.
Definitely, I like that. I like that too. When it comes down to speed at the receiver, you do got Tutu, Deshaun Jackson. That's they 2 speed burners, right? So you got some veteran receivers amongst this roster as well. So he got some things he could do. We'll see what he look like GM wise. Now he's in the division with Falk. He's in the division with Drew. He's in the division with a new guy named Harold that joined the league. Shout out to Harold for joining the league with the Seahawks, and then it's him. If you're in that division, Guns, what do you do?
Man, I'm not trading Ramsey. If I gotta play Falk, I gotta play Drew. I need him and Darn. I need them.
Need them all game long.
I need all the help I can get. You can take away from my offense, but boy, don't take away from my defense.
At all.
I'm trying to add defense. I mean, I'm starting to look for vets that people are cutting, everything.
But is that what we start with when we want to build the team? Defense, building that defense up to better stop those guys.
Absolutely. Like okay, you got some key piece. You got a key piece. You got the running back that you need. My opinion. Where we have that opinion. It's if I gotta play Falk and Drew, I'm starting the defense.
You got to. You gotta start with defense. Look, they lost their strong safety, right? They also have the Bull Johnson to the Browns.
The only way I change my mind is if I got a chance to get an elite quarterback. Like if all of a sudden if I got a chance to get Watson or somebody like that I may consider.
I do like his cornerbacks to start off with, though, especially with Robert Rochelle back here, 93 speed, 93. I like his corners with Ramsey. You got Darius Williams, Robert Rochelle, and then David Long Jr. So I like the corners right now.
And I mean, he's got some things on defense that he can build around. I mean, I don't care for his safeties much. I mean, Burgess is okay, but the rest of them, So I mean, he's got stuff to where, if I'm him, I'm checking free agency first. I'm checking to see who's cutting what. You know how some of these guys get about cutting some of these guys that are 29 or older.
Yep.
I'm trying to see if I can add them first, and I'm dumping some of them wide receivers. I'm trying to get draft picks because the team don't hardly have any. Well, as far as first round picks, they still got their seconds. And after that, but of course, because of the Hell, because of their quarterback, they don't have no first round pick until 2024.
Right. Now,
So
this is the biggest thing you gotta do, man. You gotta look at everybody need to look at their divisions, right? And then you look at it like this. All right, so like let's start with your division, guns. All right, so
okay.
don't just worry about the coach in your division, please. Like, some of y'all gonna be like, ah, he has. All right, I'm good. Like, please don't do that. Please look at the team first, and then try to, vision what the coach is with that team. But you got to start there. So with the Jaguars, even though you got Los as the Titans, Coach Los is on the Titans. You got Coach Mark is on the Texans. You got Coach Mike on the Colts, and then you're the Jaguars, right? Now the mass, us media heads, us guys, the commentators, us analysts, we're saying Shogun should win this division, and I think he should win it multiple times, right? But as a GM and as a coach taking over this team and looking at the competition in your division, as looking at team first, you start with your division, right? No matter what. No matter if we're saying you should win a division or not, you have to build your team to be able to win your division, right? So where do you start as a GM, as a coach on this team? When you and the GM and the coach get together, what are the first things y'all looking to do first? Far as like the division, like far as like what do you do? Who do you label those teams? All right, Los, Mike, and Mark, who's my biggest threat right now, team wise and as a coach? Do you start there first?
I do. I start with the other teams, and the first thing I notice about every other team in my division is their offenses overshadow their defenses. I mean, there's something that jumps off the page on each one of them offense that you got to worry about. Whether it's the Texans, you got to deal with Deshaun Watson. Whether it's the Titans, you got to deal with Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, AJ Brown. Whether it's the Colts with the best offensive line, and then you got the young bull at running back. There's things offensively that jump off the page. But then, so the first thing is defensively, I got to be able to deal with that.
Right.
Do I have a defensive front that's ready for Derrick Henry? If I look at my team right now, I have to say no. Do I have the corners, that could slow down a Texans team, with Deshaun Watson? Yes. I got corners I feel like they can start off with anybody, but I got to look at it. Am I ready for the Colts offensive line and that running game, Derrick Henry and that running game? Right now, no. We got problems in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is 0-2 right now in real life for a reason. We got holes to fill. These teams
I agree, and I agree at extent. When I look at your roster, I look at a Madden team. This team is built to play Madden football. Simple as that. So they're not a 0-2 team in Madden for a reason. But I do think that you have a whole lot of pieces that you see. Your thing is you're no different in a sense than me. You want your players, period. To be able to do what you want to do, you want your players, right? So you start with this defense, and you look at it. You got Josh Allen, who's a dog, right, on this game. And you got work to do, but you can move some pieces around to do some things. I see it. I see where, you know what I mean? I see it completely. It's definitely a build over here. Like, I would put a Chase on at the end before I have my linebacker. So, you got things. You got rookie Jordan Smith. You got some good pieces.
I took Allen from linebacker to defensive end.
And the one thing I do think you're going to be great at is in that secondary. The secondary is legit, especially at the cornerback position. Legit. Got really good speed. Look at Rudy Ford over here. Now he's 67, so you need help at the safety position, at free safety. But I like Andre Cisco, if he's even going to still be on your team. But he's somebody that you can work with too. But yeah, you start with your division first, man, and you look at it. So if I'm over there in the NFC West and I'm Falky, and I think Falk is going to look at it like us, in my way, a little bit. Like, I need to make this thing my team. What do I want over here? What do I need over here? Let's get that. I ain't worrying about a win or a loss at this point right now. You have to be confident that you can win your division no matter what, and you got to know who's in your way. And I would think he would have to look at it like Drew is in his way. That 49er team is in his way. Because the other two are unknowns, really, when it comes down to it. They're unknowns at this point, right? But Drew is not unknown, so he's in your fucking way. And Drew should be like, Fox, in my way. How do I, look at my team and process his team together and know I got to build to beat him year in, year out before I can build to beat those outside of my division. And I think everybody should start there with it. You build to win your division, then you build to play from outside of your division until you get into championships. Simple as that. If you could build to compete in your division and have an opportunity, you give yourself a clear-cut shot to be able to fight for your division year in and year out, you're on to something, and it starts there. All right, so let's get back to the Rams. We know what he had to do. Now we go look at these Ravens real fast, right? You look at quarterback. We talked about him being matched up with the coach as the best quarterback in the league. I think Lamar Jackson at 22 is the best weapon in the league, period. Would you disagree or agree?
That's every diss. Every distance.
This Lamar Jackson ain't like 21 Lamar Jackson. This Lamar Jackson is total control Lamar Jackson. Like, it's from the start. When I take off or I do some things, he's at full speed. It's rarely that he's not. So he's different. But I don't think we should be. Do you think? Let me ask you this question: are we favored to win this division with Boone being on Cleveland Browns?
I still think so, because like I said, Boone's gonna have to make some adjustments, because Baker is not his typical. He's got some adjustments he's gonna have to make. So I don't think if he don't hit the ground running, the Ravens gonna be a problem.
See, my problem is this: who do I want to move forward with? Like, where am I going to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I got players that I need to use that I might not want to be playing with right away. So,
but you're solidified at the most important position to be solidified on this game, and Boone is not. He's gonna be able to find out, but you already know he's got to find out. He's got to figure it out. You already know. all you doing is building out the rest of your roster, and and most of the time your turnover is on defense. Starting off.
And then you got starting off. That's from the first of all, the Ravens defense outside of the secondary is not built to what I like on defense. I need a whole front, because they got Adolphe is an outside linebacker, and I would really want him to put his hand in the dirt and be a DN at my scheme. So
that's how I was with Allen. That's why I moved him deep.
But Dalen Hayes can be a player for me, especially that his speed got increased to his real 40, so he can be a player for me as well. Right, and then you dealing with the running backs. I run running back by committee. I got a whole host of them right now. You got Tyshawn Williams, you got J.K. Dobbins, and you got Gus Bradley. So we got pieces over here, right? So we go with Dobbins. But me, I don't even know if I want to keep so it's so much stuff. I do want to play with Gus the Bus right now, right? And I look at these players and I go, what's what? So just know this: I've been through every team. And key pieces on your team, I looked at their 40 times, and I matched their 40 times to what they're supposed to be. But then we got all these fucking running backs sitting here. Like, nobody, Devontae Freeman's here. He probably won't. Le'Veon Bell and Latavius Murray are all going to be backs that probably won't be on this roster by the time I start. But I do think I want to get this Tyson a look. I upgraded Tyson to what I think he is, right, as far as his speed and shit. And because I did that, and his agility and stuff, and I did that with 90% of the running backs in the league. So if you go to the Lions, I can go to them.
Well, it wasn't you. By yourself. We went through them and we pulled their 40 times. We pulled their cone drills. We pulled their
Right.
So I just don't want nobody to take that statement you just made and try to run the wrong direction with it. We
Nah,
matched
guys
it
know
up.
though. Well, I do think I think we got to give people in our league enough some good credit, bro. These guys know that I'm, you know, they don't, I think they, you know, until they lose to me a couple times, but for the most part, I think these guys, you know, pow, 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 little quick shot. Most of them know I'm authentic with what I'm doing, bro. Like I ain't, you know, it ain't biased. So I just show the other proof of things just to show like a DeAndre Swift,
Well,
92
I just
speed,
said that
92
because
excel. Go look
we
at his
don't
regular
have
roster.
people.
He ain't that.
We have other people outside of league members that watch your channel, so I just want to
Right,
make
right,
sure that
right, right.
that's abundantly clear. It's not a shot at the league, but you got people that's watching, people from the Facebook channel, people, they don't understand how many people want to be in this league. So that's why sometimes as a committee member you get angry because you got these guys that are complaining, and we got a 10-man list behind them that would love to take their position. So it's just kind of like
Here's
come
where we
on,
stuck at. Rashad Bateman runs a 4-3. Tylen Wallace run a 4-4. Now, these are pieces I wouldn't even really play with outside of Rashad Bateman, right? So now that, again, once guys got there right 40 times, the hardest thing for me to want to do now is not to play with these guys. I want to play with them. Like Sammy Watkins is the only receiver on my team that I'll be like, and Boykins. That I and Prochet just be on a roster, but like Sammy, he's out there at the year one. If he might even be out there before year one, but I'm definitely, you know me, I'll trade Hollywood in a heartbeat. Uh, but like I think now is the time to play with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of development to go with a Tylen Wallace and a Rashad Bateman, and I'm gonna use those guys and build them. And then you got Hollywood, who always to me is always a trade piece, but it's like maybe I should try to play with these guys this year, man. So and I look at rosters and we look at these receivers and we go around the league and it's like some of y'all might like gotta look at it that way. Like you go to the Seahawks and you got look what Eskridge got turned into, right? Like it's so much you can deal with now, you can do that you can keep these guys, but then I'm a guy that want my own players in the building. So if I go back to my team,
right.
it's so much stuff that's not going to be here by the time we start because it's just not what I want to play with. I want to build my team my way, whether it's through the draft or making trades or whatever the case may be, but I want to go and build it my way. So a lot of these guys, when I come in and I look at my team, right, and I look at the Browns, I know the Browns have right now can get to a Super Bowl team right now. They are loaded. People might say the Ravens is the same way, but I don't see it that way. I just don't think the defense is built the way I want to play with. Something like I can't have linebackers, 3-4 outside linebackers. Like these guys are, as you can see, let me show you real fast. Like I moved them. Like these guys are all linebackers. Ferguson, Hayes, you come over here, Houston, McPhee. These guys are all actually outside linebackers that I've moved back down to DN. And then I got DNs that I moved to D tackle, Campbell, Justin Metabuke. And then you look at the linebackers, Adolphe, right? Then you look at LJ Fort, 79. I'm not playing with that. Patrick Queen usually is a trade piece for me. Now I got to play him in Malik, right? At linebacker, who's over here? I'm weak here because Tyus Bowser is really a pass rusher. He's not a pass coverer, right? So like when I'm in my scheme of things, these guys don't fit what I want to do. So I got a lot of work to do. I really got to build this defense. So when I feel that way, I'm like, all right, well I know right now, as of right now, you know how hard it's going to be to stop a Joe Mixon, in my opinion. How hard it's going to be to stop the two running backs out there in Cleveland.
Right.
And then I got nothing but linebackers that's pass rushers, really, except for the middle linebacker. Everybody else is pass rushers. So what do you do with that? That's not the type of linebacker core I would want. So I got a lot of work to do, but I think the X factor of the whole situation, we can play solid D in the secondary, right? Our secondary fucking loaded. And then you go look at this quarterback, and he can win me ball games because of who he is. But I think Boone, you really don't think Boone with that Cleveland Brown team should be favored for this division?
If the biggest adjustment wasn't his quarterback, it's easy for me to say yes, but people don't understand how important that the person who has the ball in his hands the most, it has to match your identity. If it's a mixed match, it could cause some problems.
Nah, I feel you. But see, the thing is, his best strength is his running backs. He don't use his running backs the way he should, right? I just know Boone want to win, and he's gonna when he play me, he's gonna want to win, so he can get down and
Absolutely.
dirty with Chubb and Big Boy, right? But we do match up. His receivers, we match up in the secondary with we match up in the secondary with anybody's fucking receivers. Period. Like,
Hmm.
right? We
Right.
might got the two best corners in the league tandem wise.
Hmm.
But we got work to do. When we fine, I do think I can win that division. Boone good enough to overcome that QB issue. I do. I think he is too. I think he is too. I do think if Boone will go get a quarterback out of the draft real fast. He's not going to trade. He'll get one out of the draft, and
Right.
then he'll try to trade Baker Mayfield, because Boone want a guy that can run. Period. He want a quarterback. He's always been a dual threat guy. All right, so here's the crossroads. I didn't do it because of his age, 6 years in. And then I thought, after one NFL game, Jameis threw 5 touchdowns, but then he looked like Jameis the next game. So the jury's out. I didn't want to touch him because he's too old. Usually want to touch somebody within that 2 years, 1 year, or rookie. Those are the guys that I actually really went hard and looked at their attributes, like their 40 times and
Now,
things like that.
now, let me defend Jameis a little bit. What people gotta realize is, the Saints were without 9 of their position coaches
Right, right,
for
right,
that game due to
right.
COVID protocol. So, that shows you coaching matters.
Yeah, it does.
Now you don't, so you don't have things ready available to you. So as a quarterback, I think that was why we saw a difference between week 1 and week 2. His
But
coaches
my
weren't
but
there.
my argument was, you had fell asleep, so I couldn't really talk to you about this. But my argument was, Jameis don't need to be a 69 awareness, bro. I think that should at least go up +10. Like, it's no,
69? Of
they got him a
course.
six. This I didn't touch him because I was sticking to my guns of nobody over 3 years get touched. But he deserves at least a 79 overall, bro. Come on, man.
I'm
There's
gonna say, nah,
no
yeah, but
fucking way.
that's not right.
There's no fucking way. And then look, if and it really doesn't. And I would go as far as saying he deserves a star on him at least.
He's
But
Woodnard too?
huh?
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah, he on
Woodnard
Whitney, but
also.
I didn't get to talk to you about it because you fell asleep. So look, he's a 75 overall, right? And a lot
Hmm.
of guys think things that really affect these players. Let's just look what 10 points do to him. What did 10 points do to him?
Hold on, let me
On
pull it up real
awareness,
quick.
what did 10 points do to him? It took him it
Oh
took his
yeah.
improviser up to a 77. So now he's a 77. So he only went up +2.
Right.
So when I'm
Right.
showing y'all
Right.
the things I do with these players, it ain't a huge jump. Just certain positions like running back. If you make a guy agile, like he's supposed to be, or got good juke and all that stuff, their running back position to go up. But then you drop their awareness down, and you got to build that awareness. So they'll be good, but they don't have a high awareness at all. But now Jameson's got a 79 awareness, right? And we put him on star now as a starting quarterback for the Saints, right? And now all he went up was +2.
Man,
So
that's a
when
lot better because that was
yeah, and it's
disrespectful.
way better. It's way better now because there's no way he should have had a 69 overall. Now I don't.
No, that's
Now
disrespectful.
please don't be like, well, what about my guy? Nah, I'm not doing that. But Jameis is starting now. He's back to starting. And honestly, I think in my opinion, I think come on, man, 69 awareness. Jameis ain't that ass, bro. They be playing people out. All right, so but the Saints, man, you got the Bucks over there, Panthers over there. We talked about their quarterbacks and their teams a little bit, but we didn't talk about the Saints, and we had the Falcons. We talked about the quarterback situation over there. Um, I think folks should play with Jameis right away. You play with him and you let him be your guy. And then if I was him, Taysom Hill can be moved to different positions. You can move this man to tight end if you want to. Running back, fullback, receiver, whatever. You could do some things with this guy, and you would probably be smart to do it.
Right.
Completely be smart to do it. Like, he's a player that I wouldn't question if I seen him at tight end. Meaning, like, you moved him to tight end. Like, he's a tight end today. He's a running back today. I don't know. He can be moved, bro, because that's what he's doing in real life.
Slash.
Yeah. Yep. Now, at the running back position, I do think they lost a key running back, a key backup running back, but they still got Alvin Kamara. They lost Murray to us. But they still have Kamara in the backfield. So he has one of the top running backs in the backfield, especially with the ability on him. He can do everything out the backfield and run the ball for him. So I think he's kind of cool there. I wouldn't be scared away from that 89 speed, especially with that 94 acceleration. And then you're looking at a guy with 96 awareness. You got 95 carrying, 93 ball vision, 94 break tackles, 86 truck. He's a dog. So you can work with that. And then how old is Kamara at this point right now? 26 years old, still young.
26, yeah.
Then you look at the receiving position. Now, my only problem with these guys was you gotta look at these things. Michael Thomas is still there. You got a bunch of guys that's really not speed guys right here, right? Now, I tried to move Marquez Callaway's speed up, but when you look at his 40 time, they did you a favor.
Yeah, his 40 time was not good.
They did you a favor.
I thought you was gonna drop him.
Yeah, now I was like, I can't do that, but because this guy, I think he's gonna be a baller for them. But they need help at the receiver position outside of Michael Thomas. And I'm gonna be honest, if I'm him, I'm trading Michael Thomas. This is the one spot I'd be like, trade this nigga. It's time to, you know what I mean? You gotta build. You gotta build fast with this team. This ain't a bad team to play with. If you keep Michael Thomas, he's gonna dominate for you. But I know Foe can go crazy with a receiver. I seen him do it. But Michael Thomas ain't the receiver he can go crazy with. Like, he ain't gonna better jet sweep him and do all that other shit.
I'm just trying to remember what he did with Thielen when he first got the team.
I think Thielen was already gone when he was already gone when he got the team.
Okay. Then
he was already gone.
In that case, I'm not sure what his overall view of the team, because to me personally, I don't see how you can move Michael Thomas and not move Kamara. It's like you drastically change the dynamic.
I mean, if you willing to sacrifice your first season, that would be the best thing to do, and get rid of both of those guys and get as much as you can.
Cam Jordan too.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this.
That's what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna tell you like this. You don't move this line. The Saints got the best line in the league. One of the best lines in the league.
Yeah, they got one of the best.
You get some shit behind this. It's a wrap, bro. You get some shit behind this line, it's a fucking wrap. You gonna better do whatever you want in the passing and run game over here. So I like their offense line, and I think they need to make a decision. Play with Jameis for right now, and then maybe trade Kamara and motherfucking Michael Thomas, and just get you some picks in that from rounds 3 to 7, and don't be scared to get, you know, a third or fourth, third or fourth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or trade them for players and bring in the personnel that you know how to work with.
Man, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, wow. You see that shit? You can't see those? Look at the comment section. Always somebody doing some fuck shit. And the way
you want to be in Frisco.
It should say cum, sex, cock, pussy. You see that?
Yeah, somebody's. Yeah.
Always gotta be that guy and shit. Oh, get a life. Always gotta be those type of guys.
Spammers.
I don't give a fuck what you doing.
You know, a dislike is just as good as a like.
Please do. Hurry up. Don't hesitate. Please hurry up. The faster you do it, the better off for all of us. Get the fuck out of here. Then he got a what's his name? Said go back to Africa.
I can tell you a troller. Nobody cares about that stuff.
He said
Nobody
go back
cares
to
about
Africa.
race anymore.
Shit. I knew
Are
that
you
was coming.
retarded? This guy is really retarded. Nobody cares about the KKK anymore, bro.
I knew
Nobody
that was
cares
coming.
about
I
that.
knew he couldn't wait. He was just coming. Just woke up. He just woke up on the other side of the world.
Nobody cares
Decided
about
to do
the
that.
Africa stuff. You're
Man,
not
get your
riling nobody
flat
up
face
here.
ass the fuck off my fucking chat. Fuck out of here.
We don't care about that, bro.
Fuck out of here, motherfucker. Kong Wong Su. Nobody got time for you. Fuck out of here.
How old are you? You still talking about race like that's gonna rile somebody
KKK. Go back to Africa, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
You making my day right now. Motherfucker Kung Fu joke. The fuck out of here.
So you see that? You making your comments and we're laughing.
Laughing
you did
at
not
your
get the
stupid
desired
ass.
effect. Wrong channel.
Goofy ass bitch. Goofy as hell.
Your comments ain't got nothing to do. We grown men here.
That shit fun. Needed something like that. Oh my God. And your breath stink.
It's probably not
Fuck
even.
outta
It's
here.
probably not even a real picture.
And your fucking breath stink. You
Asians
woke
don't
up.
even talk like that. This is a white guy.
Right,
that got
little white
Asian
boy
picture
acting like
up.
he fucking Asian and shit.
Yeah.
Get your fucking flathead ass the fuck out of here. Well,
Asians are not even that retarded.
Right, Asians don't do shit like that, dumbass. Get your stupid ass out of here. Go motherfucking.
You see that? Is Kim
Go
Jong
slap the shit out your mom and tell your dad stop fucking your sister, you little bastard. Fuck out of here, you little bitch. He got the right one today. He got the right one today. Fuck out of here, Larry. Nobody got his name Larry. Nobody got time for your shit today, Larry. Fuck out of here.
So Larry, what do you think about the coach, Larry?
Motherfucker Larry. Larry over here on some bullshit. Fuck Larry got going on right now. Come on, Larry. It's too early for that shit, man. Damn.
Come on, Larry, talk to me.
Larry mad. Trump ain't in office right now. That shit pissing him off right now. He said, let me go fuck with some.
Man.
Let me go fuck with some black guys. He sound
I'm
like
the
he's
type
black.
of person I want to sit down with a racist person. I've always wanted to sit down with a racist person and see how they. Tell me how you think. What's wrong with you? Talk to me.
They wouldn't better tell you. They only better tell you what. They only better tell you what somebody taught them. They wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't better tell you that shit. They only better tell you what somebody taught them.
Come on, Larry, holler at us, Larry.
But yeah, man, we would. I think Fo would have to. Fo would have to revamp some of these things over here. He would have to be very patient. And really make the right GM moves.
He was on here. I really like to know, like, you know, are you gonna run with the team or you gonna blow it up?
I think he should. I don't think he should blow it up. I think he should make sure that offensive line stay intact, but go ahead and do something with the running back. I would get rid of Kamara and I would get rid of Michael Thomas. Now remember, look for players more than anything because you're not getting no first round picks for them. You only got one first, one second. So you will have to get 2 thirds, 2 seconds, 2 fourths, 2 fifths, 2 sixths, 2 sevenths. So I will play in those rounds if you want to go through the draft, but I will also look for players, like a player trade. Maybe fill some pieces and shit.
Mr. Cowboys is in the house. Mr. Quincy.
You know he ain't doing shit but trading. He don't give a fuck if he only get 1 first or 1 second or not. He's trading everybody. Everybody, mama. That's the one nigga that's gonna be blowing your shit during trade sections. Oh my God, he gonna be. He
gonna trade the cheerleaders.
Yes, sir. He gonna trade the fuck out of them. They getting traded.
Drew, send me Hufanga. Send me Hufanga.
Oh, Drew gonna like this Hufanga. Let me go to Hufanga real fast. This when you type thank you and let me go to Hufanga real fast. Like, I ain't gonna do my boy Hufanga wrong like that. Like how we playing right now. This when you go thank you and hold up. This when you go thank you and good looks my boy.
Nah.
shitting me. 90 hit power, 88 speed, 88 excel. You can send him to me. He needs some work on his coverage though, but he'll fuck something up.
He need work.
He need a lot of work. 65 zone, I ain't gonna cut it, but he'll tear something up though. Come on down, let him come down there, stick his nose in that run game, see what happens. I ain't gotta get him off with it. But yeah, he ain't the Hoofanger. He ain't the Hoofanger the game came with at all. He ain't that guy. And you got blessed here too. This where you got blessed at for real. Right here, Ambry Thomas and this guy right here. Both these guys, blessings.
Oh, the corner.
Them corners, yep. That was a great move. That's going better. They can run with Falk receivers a little bit over there and shit.
Hoofanger said he wanna be in Duval County there, Drew.
And then motherfucking
Drizzy.
Look where Snake Con won at a little bit. Snake won here. Look at this. Look at this nigga right here, bro. Oh my God. Calvin Joseph.
Look at that. Look, cowgirls on the block.
No Sean Wright, 6'4" with 92 speed. He won there. He got then he won here too. Where my boy at? Then he won here. Israel Muka.
Drew,
oh my
killing
God.
me already, Drew.
Look at Israel Muka. Oh my God. 88 speed, 89 excel, Muka. Ready to go. Oh my God. Yes, sir. Ready to go.
What's 6'4" right?
That's just was hit. He played corner. He played corner at South Carolina. Israel Moo. But they got him at safety and shit. So he got a tweener over here that he
was the other guy that was down there playing with.
Then he got, remember my corner that you end up having at one point, No Sean Wright? I think, you ain't get No Sean Wright. You had the other motherfucker. Look at No Sean with that 92 speed, 90 excel.
Was it the Chiefs or the Panthers?
He went to the Chiefs.
Okay.
And then Calvin Joseph, that pussy flying. Go check his 40 out. See why he had 94 speed, 94 excel, ready to go. So Snake Con good in the secondary. Him get Diggs going a little bit. See what's going on out here. He got some alright over here.
Yes, sir. Cowgirls on the block, but which one? Who was on the block? Well, who's not on the block?
He got some situations he can deal with over there.
Yeah.
What else we got going on? I don't know why. Look, man. I ain't gonna keep doing this all day too. I done put the. Let's see how many people. I guess I gotta put a timestamp on shit. Trying to get people to get ready to get active. Look, D West ain't joined. Antonio ain't joined. Hillburgers ain't joined. Motherfucking Brandon ain't joined. All y'all got invited already. Coach 404 ain't joined. Junkyard ain't joined.
I guarantee Hero will be on there about. Hero will be joined by 4.
Max ain't joined. Max the only one in the NFC East ain't joined yet. And Snake already in. You know Snake don't play no games. Who over here? Not one person in the NFC West joined yet. Falk ain't joined. Drew ain't joined. Bo ain't joined. Howard ain't joined. I need Howard's PSN.
I don't think, did Falk get the game?
Well,
yet?
I put the what's the name on there? I think he got the game where I wouldn't be able to send him an invite.
Well, he had the one. I thought that was the demo that he had.
That's possible, but I don't think it'll let me. I don't think it will let me send anyone without him having a game. Okay. Your whole division and Mark don't get home to the 24th. He ain't training right now, so he ain't gonna be on right now. Boone ain't joined. Bop ain't got the game yet. I can't even find Bop name on here. See, so usually if you don't got the game, your name shouldn't pop up.
Yeah, nah, he ain't got the game.
See Falk right there. I already sent Falk in.
Okay, wait, he got it. Yeah, he got the game.
Let's see. If I can find Circle Bop name, because it might not be true this time.
Ain't nobody in the AFC West joined yet. Go to NFC West. What's going on with the West? West side in both leagues, both divisions, conferences. Excuse me.
Previously on.
I'm ready to GM. Get y'all team. I done already looked at y'all roster. Every team. I done went through everybody's roster.
Let's see. Yeah, Bop ain't got the game yet. I done been through every last one of these shits. He ain't got the game yet. I already sent Brandon an invite. Rich the Barber got, and all these guys already got invited. All these guys. Yeah, Bop ain't got the game yet. You can tell because I don't see him on my friend list.
All right.
Everybody that name showing up right here, they all got 22 already.
Okay.
Yep. No bop. I don't see no bop. No bop eye. No bop eye.
Okay.
You better stop playing for somebody else be on fucking the Bengals. Better stop fucking playing.
Drew said he'll join later today. He didn't know he got the invite.
Yes, sir. So, with that being said, let's get back. We just left the Saints. From the Saints, we go to the Seahawks. All right, so you got Agent Russell Wilson that you need to play a year or two with. See how that goes. Now, I do think they need a running back in the worst way. Even though Chris Carson got an 87 overall, I think they still need a running back over here in the worst way. At receiver, they're fine at receiver, though. Metcalf, Lockett, and Eskridge alone. And Freddie Swing ain't bad either. But they are at their top three. They can work with that. Do some things over there. At tight end, they got Gerald Everett sitting in the building. Disley's a good blocker, so they are right there. And that receiver. So I like their offense. They're not bad. They do gotta get a running back over here. I do think they gotta build a little bit on that offensive line. And then we're dealing with a coach that's unknown, so we don't know what we're gonna get from this coach whatsoever. Now the Steelers. All right, now Sam is on the Steelers. I like the Steelers team. Let me ask you this. They need a quarterback in the worst way. Sam Mack. Remember Sam Mack?
Oh, Sam Mack. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they need a
quarterback,
right? Technically, if you had to get by, you can get by with Haskins.
They don't need a running back. Not our Najee Harris, 92 speed, 92 excel, 92 carrying. He came with that 92 carrying, 88, 82, 85, all that shit. His agility got raised and his change of direction got raised. But his speed and acceleration got raised as well from 88 or 87 to a 92, 92. He runs a 4.44, bro. There's no way he should be a fucking 80-something speed running back. So you got Dog, whoever got him in, he on Superstar himself. I like the receivers over here right now. I mean, you can play with Juju. You can get away with this, especially Claypool. But to me, you got to build around Claypool. And I like Deontay Johnson. We seen how he was in the dummy jump. He was all right. Tight end wise, Ebron's still here. They kind of did this nigga dirty on speed. I gotta check. I didn't check his 40 time. We gotta check his 40 time. Pat Freemuth.
Oh.
Other than that, there's the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, so it's a good, they got a good situation they come into. They just gotta get a quarterback over there. Now the Texans is the one problem team that I really think this is a little problem. Can you answer this? Why they take Deshaun Watson superstar off of him? What did he do that he deserves a superstar off of him? Are they trying him already? Is that what they doing? Because I don't think he lost a superstar last year. He played like a fucking stud all last year.
Right.
So why is Deshaun Watson now sitting on a star?
I didn't even know he was a star. I would have said something to you the other night when we was doing the roster.
Yeah, just because you wasn't on, I didn't touch these guys yet. Like, it's crazy. Davis Mills got upgraded. He's gonna be a problem. But Mark's the only person that will be able to trade this quarterback and get first-round picks for him.
Should get multiple first round.
He definitely. I just said first round. I thought I said first-round picks for him. That's what I thought I said. But look, I like Phillip Lindsay. You got good speed there, 93, 91. So you got all right running back to deal with right now. But Mark gonna have a lot of, I think if anybody in your division gonna struggle for a little bit, it would be him. He got work to do. Now they got some good speed over here. He got some good things he can play with over here. Nico Collins. I left him alone. I forgot Nico Collins. But I do like Brevin Jordan. I like the tight end over here. I'm starting to feel like I missed a lot of tight ends. Alright, but yeah, so Mark going to be able to get some work done over here with that. But if I'm him, I'm trading Deshaun Watson early. Now, let's look at Los team. Ryan Tannehill, 33. Is it safe to say Los' priority should be quarterback?
It should be. I just don't know when he's gonna try to address it. If he's just gonna get through the year and address it during the off season, or is he gonna try to make a move now, depending on how he feels about the division? Was he gonna try to go for it right away? That'd be good.
Then when you come off that quarterback and you go right here to the running back position, you got Darrington Evans, who got good speed. We checked on Sargent. He was a good running back at Iowa, but he is as advertised slow. He is as advertised. But then you got Derrick Henry. Now, Derrick Henry is a bruiser. He starts off running slow. He's not hitting holes as fast as you would want him to. But by the time Derrick gets to his 12th, 13th carry, he's unstoppable. Flat out unstoppable. So I would love to see what he's going to do with Derrick Henry. And then there's the Julio effect. You got Julio, Brown. Outside of that, you come down here, Racey McMath, the rookie with 93 speed, 90 excel. And then you get into some things. You do need some receivers, but I will work with these two, Jones, Brown, and then I would bring Racey Math in and work there, and then keep it pushing from there. And that tight end, this is a nobody, but you need some help over at tight end, in my opinion. You do got McCool, Pruitt, you could do a little bit with, but you need some help over at tight end. And then they do got a solid line. They got a pretty okay line. You do need some pieces, but they got an okay line. But where they got work at though, honestly, where they got work at was at that cornerback position as well. Between Farley, Elijah Molden, got them some work, so they are right there. Where's my boy at? No. Where's my boy? I think the Dolphins got him. Let me see. There you go. Javon Holland. Oh my God. Look at this guy at safety, bro. Oh my God. He's gonna be a problem. Alright, let me get away from that. Texans, Titans, and then the Vikings. Alright, so his first upgrade really was at quarterback position. Kellen Mond got 88 speed, 88 acceleration, he's a 77, and I put him on star. I think he just this is going to be a starting quarterback over Kirk Cousins. We know that. So that's his first situation. He's already in the quarterback situation. But then look, bro, he got one of the fastest rookies. I ain't touched this guy at all. This guy came with his speed. That, to be honest with you, if you looked at it, go check his 40 right now. I guarantee you he gotta be like a 4.32 or 4.2 or something for them to make his motherfucker this fast, bro. And then if that's the case, he's supposed to be faster. I'm gonna spell it for you. His first name is Kene. His last name is Nwangwu.
Iowa State. 4.29.
Told you, he ain't even as fast as he's supposed to be. I ain't even touch him.
He followed up with a 4.32.
All right, 4.32, about 95 speed. He all right. He fine. But that's a fast back. So now you like imagine just grooming him while you run him to death. Dalvin Cook. Imagine just grooming him though. And then I like their receiving core, bro. I think Thielen can be played with. Jefferson. You got D.D. Westbrook over here. They gave him some speed there. You got the rookie Smith. I like him. You can play with him. And then you got this little fast guy down here at the bottom. Got some good receivers over here. And then they not bad at tight end at all. They went and got this kid from the Jets, and then they got Smith that's still over there. So they got the weapons, and then the offensive line is young. They got Christian Darrisaw, solid, right? Most of their linemen are within a year or two. So look at this. Like, look, Brad Bradbury only 2 years in. So this is a team you can go into the future with. Then you got rookie Wyatt Davis over here that I will probably take a look at. We'll look at his bench press. I didn't see it. I didn't know he was over there. Then you got O'Neal, only 3 years in. Every last one of these linemen in a 2-year process should be dogs.
Yeah. That's a nice offensive line.
Yeah, we got some. Like, this team can play right now. They can win right now. and that division and shit. While the Lions is trying to get it together and the Bears trying to get it together, they can win right now. So I mean, obviously him and Hillberg got the better two teams over here. And honestly, I can't wait to see what happens with this division. We should see some things popping off. All right. When I come back on a later show, we're going to strictly be all about King Madden, the 48-hour league. As of right now, please, I gave out invites. I put the league name and password in the main chat of Game of Thrones to join the league. I will be doing the same thing a little later on for King Madden. I got some things to do over there before I send out invites. The plan is for that to be ready to go to go by Thursday, and we want to get this one up and running as ASAP. So I'm going to give you guys some time to get yourselves in there. Once we get a full membership outside of Mark, once we get everybody in, so 30 out of 32, I mean 31 out of 32 in Game of Thrones, I will put the trade chat, start changing y'all names in the trade chat. And we can start, y'all can start getting y'all GMs and shit on now. Just wait till, you know, everybody's in the league before we start moving and sending things there. And remember, look at your team's draft picks. If guys owe you picks, go get them. They got to give them up. Simple as that. Especially if they got the player. AntHits, the franchise guru, always got a good show popping. One of my co-hosts, Shoguns, is on. About to get a contract. He about to be the new co-host, man. I done lost so many co-hosts. Guys just be disappearing on me and shit. Anyway, we're out of here, you heard? And just look. Don't ever let something start your day off bad. We just had a little Rice-A-Roni dude from Alabama. Birmingham. So don't let Larry bring y'all down, man. Larry got touched as a kid by his uncle, Earl. All right, we out of here.
What happened to the dislike, Larry?
Right? We're gone. Holla at us.